Lucas Digne's costly mistake threw France into complete turmoil during the 2026 FIFA World Cup semifinal, creating one of the most dramatic moments of the tournament. What began as a routine defensive situation quickly turned into a nightmare for Didier Deschamps' side, leaving Spain with a golden opportunity and sparking furious protests from Kylian Mbappé. For much of the opening stages, France had looked composed and disciplined at the back. Their defensive line had controlled Spain's attacking threats with confidence, maintaining the organization that had carried them through the tournament. However, football can change in an instant, and one small error proved enough to shift the momentum of the entire semifinal. The danger started when Marc Cucurella delivered a long ball toward the French penalty area, hoping to stretch the defense. Lucas Digne retreated under pressure while tracking the flight of the ball, but he completely misjudged its trajectory. Instead of making a clean clearance, the ball glanced off the top of his head and dropped into a dangerous area inside the box. As Digne desperately turned to recover, he failed to notice Lamine Yamal making a brilliant run behind him. The Spanish teenager reacted instantly, racing onto the loose ball before anyone else could intervene. In a frantic attempt to recover possession, Digne swung his right foot toward the ball, but mistimed the challenge completely, catching Yamal heavily on the ankle instead. Yamal immediately collapsed to the ground in obvious pain, clutching his ankle as Spanish players appealed to the referee. Without hesitation, referee Yvonne Barton pointed straight to the penalty spot, believing the foul had clearly denied Spain a legitimate attacking opportunity. The decision instantly transformed the atmosphere inside the stadium. Spanish players rushed to check on Yamal, while France erupted in protest. Kylian Mbappé was the first to confront the referee. The French captain sprinted toward Barton, passionately arguing that the ball had struck Yamal's arm or shoulder during the build-up before the foul occurred. He repeatedly gestured toward his own arm while demanding that VAR review the entire sequence. Mbappé was soon joined by several teammates, including Adrien Rabiot and William Saliba, as the French players surrounded the referee in an emotional attempt to overturn the decision. With France facing the possibility of conceding their first goal of the tournament, every player understood the importance of the moment. Despite the intense pressure, Barton remained calm throughout the confrontation. Communicating with the VAR officials through his headset, he instructed the French players to step back while the incident was reviewed. Meanwhile, Spain's medical staff worked quickly to assess Lamine Yamal's condition. Dani Olmo, Rodri, and several teammates gathered around the young winger as he received treatment on the pitch. The injury scare caused understandable concern, with Spain hoping one of their brightest stars would be able to continue. After several minutes of treatment, Yamal slowly returned to his feet. Although clearly uncomfortable and limping noticeably, he showed tremendous determination by signaling that he wanted to continue playing rather than leave the field. Following a thorough VAR review, the officials confirmed the original decision. The penalty stood, and France's protests finally came to an end, even though frustration remained visible among the players. The responsibility then fell to Mikel Oyarzabal. Standing over the ball with thousands of supporters watching, Oyarzabal remained calm under enormous pressure. Across from him stood French goalkeeper Mike Maignan, who bounced along his goal line in an effort to distract the Spanish striker before the kick. Oyarzabal began his run-up with complete confidence before driving a powerful strike toward the right side of the goal. Maignan guessed correctly and produced a full-length dive, but the shot carried too much pace and precision. The ball flew beyond his fingertips and crashed into the back of the net. The Spanish supporters erupted in celebration as Oyarzabal raced toward the corner flag, surrounded by jubilant teammates. It was a massive breakthrough in one of the biggest matches of the tournament. For France, the goal represented a historic setback. It marked the first time they had fallen behind during the entire 2026 FIFA World Cup, forcing Deschamps' side into unfamiliar territory. Mbappé remained visibly frustrated, continuing to question the referee as play resumed. However, the decision was final, and France now faced the difficult challenge of chasing the game against a confident Spanish team renowned for dominating possession. The penalty incident completely transformed the momentum of the semifinal. What had started as a tightly contested tactical battle suddenly became an open and emotionally charged encounter, with Spain gaining both the lead and the psychological advantage. As the match continued, it became clear that Digne's unfortunate error, Yamal's bravery, Mbappe's passionate protests, and Oyarzabal's clinical finish would remain among the defining moments of a dramatic FIFA World Cup semifinal.